don't think you and I have had a chance to really talk. It's nice to meet with you and connect.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think it's ever been one-on-one, although I've seen a lot of you during the
I'm
12-day
sure.
program. That was great.
Good. Well, thanks for taking the time to meet with me today.
Oh yeah,
I,
for
I
sure.
just have a few questions. I'm
I'm
sure.
ready.
Well, you came to the program for a few different reasons. You didn't really have any health issues. You're younger than our typical McDougall program clientele. So why did you come to the McDougall program?
Well, it was my wife. She is fantastic at, has been leading this for us for over a decade. She's been the instigator and educator and self-educator and then teaching us. So she signed us up and sounded good to me. But I also didn't really know it was going to be so much every day when we signed up. So I kind of said, oh, okay, so I'll be watching these videos periodically, but I thought it was more kind of on demand. And then when we did find out what the schedule was, I think it was really good. We actually did it completely, showed up for everything, did the live versions. Ended up, I thought I knew a lot from what Rachel had told me, and I learned a ton from being there.
So how has the McDougall program changed your life?
Um, I think for me, doing that, one, like you said, I don't have real health issues that we're here for, no high cholesterol or blood pressure or anything. But, I lost 10 plus pounds just making what feel like pretty small changes because we were eating healthy before, but definitely had improvements to make. And I think at the end of the day, it allowed me to take responsibility for it myself instead of having Rachel, my wife, be the one always saying, hey, this is what we should be doing. But really immersing myself and hearing it for myself, that's what changed for me.
Yeah, you were present every day. I remember. That was great. So what would you say to someone that's on the fence about signing up for a 12-day course? Because it is a lot. It's intense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guess I would say what we said to my parents, because after our family went through it, then we gave our parents the gift of the 12-day McDougall program for Christmas, an early Christmas, and just told them my dad had been diagnosed with cancer about 2.5 years before that, brain cancer, had surgery, went through chemo, and they had been making dietary changes thanks to Rachel. But what I told them was, look, I would love to have a lot more years with you around. And I would love for those to be quality years where you're enjoying life and active and feeling good. So please, not just for your sake, but for all of your family's sake, do this program. And it has been huge. It's been life-changing for them. My dad's consistently exercising all the time, and my mom does a great job cooking for both of them really well. And they're actually both down still at their high school weight. In their late 60s, they weigh the same as they did in high school. And this is the first time in their life that's been the case.
Great. I love that. It's helped your whole family.
Yeah, for sure.
So how have you managed to stick with it?
Sometimes not very well, honestly. I feel like we were in the middle of the pandemic. And for me, I think I dealt with that pretty well early on, had a good, healthy 12-day McDougall program and kept at it for another 3 to 4 months. But I think honestly, I had some kind of post. Uh, I dealt with COVID and the pandemic stress later than a lot of folks, I feel like. So even just the last few months, it has hit me more than it did before. So some of the things that are tough for me are figuring out how to celebrate without it being food. But I think the most helpful thing for me is getting some habits that don't take a lot of willpower in place, especially breakfast and lunch. If I can get those two, then dinner is way easier. But if I don't get it started well, then it's hard to make good choices the rest of the day.
But also not to beat yourself up if you don't make those great choices, right? And just get right back on track.
Yeah, yeah. I can tell my body lets me know that I've been making some of those poor choices. So I try to forget it and move on, but there is the reminder sitting around the middle of my stomach, letting me know.
Right. You can't ignore it. I
Uh,
love it. Well, I really appreciate your time. It's been great catching up. I'm glad
yeah.
you're doing well and we're able to participate in the program. It's great meeting you and Rachel and spending that time. I know I've seen both of you at the meetups occasionally, so
Mhm.
I'm glad you're taking advantage of that.
Yeah, thank you very much for continuing to carry the baton on, because this is incredible stuff. And Rachel writing a book about it, I think, speaks to how big of a difference it's made for us. And we hope to keep doing our little piece of making a difference and helping people be healthy too.
It's important. It takes a huge community to change the way that people think about food. And